Parker.
Parker. Okay. Parker.
Oh, wait, hold up.
Hold up.
There we go. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Parker.
Good. So I do have a question for you. Nice to
Uh-oh.
meet you.
He
All
came
right.
with the questions.
Yeah, I did come with. Yeah, I did come with the questions. All right. All right. So, what is something about you, Imani, that people often overlook, but you wish they knew?
Mm.
People often overlook. Um, I think. That's actually a tough question because I feel like I'm very, outward with who I am. So I think that the traits that I do have, people will pick up on them very quickly. How I'm witty a little bit funny sometimes, maybe, smart. So I don't know. I would have to think about that further.
You could
I see you,
you,
Parker.
you can get back on me on the first
Coming
date.
with the question.
Good
You can
question.
recheck that.
All right.
Okay. So all right. So I have one more, and you can ask me something about that.
Okay.
All right. All right.
One
So
more.
I am here. Well, I have a few, but I am curious about your career path. I know that you've spoken about it a little bit, but you mentioned that and you're very empathetic and it aligns with who you are. But it really sounds like there's like I guess a more of a personal, I guess, story on what sort of led you to that. I'd like to hear your thoughts on that.
Yeah, so I have a few people in my family who experience like developmental disabilities or, mental disabilities, and occupational therapy is all about kind of just holistic healing and wellness in all like aspects of your life, whether it be like your simplest activities during the day, like what people take for granted, like tying their shoe. Some people have a challenge doing that every day. So for me personally, it was a family member who, she kind of struggles with the day to day, and I really feel like I've been a difference in her life. So I think that just using my traits of, being very energetic, being very fun, bringing life to people, who are going through tough times, I think um that's what, drew me to this career.
Yeah, no, I love that. So one of my long-term goals eventually, so I have two goals. I know you mentioned traveling. So one of my like 6-year goal is I want to be able to travel again because I used to travel a lot when I was younger. But what I would like to do is I'd like to start traveling again specifically to some places that I really enjoyed in the past, like Singapore, and then some places I've never been, like Japan. But I want to be able to take the people I care about with me this time around. So like my daughter, you can't see her, but I have a 2.5-year-old. So that's like in the next 6 years. But long term wise, though, I do want to eventually work in mental health as well,
Okay.
and more specifically, people who deal with loneliness. I think that, I mean, not to get too deep, but I think that that's like a huge thing. Yeah, I think the biggest thing when it comes to loneliness or depression is that when you're going through something, you feel like you're going through it by yourself, and I think that that's something that's not really called out too often. So anyway, so I felt like that's something that I could definitely vibe with you with. So
Yeah, definitely. Especially for men, I know it's harder for men to, come forward with certain mental or issues, or just whether they need someone to talk to, they don't feel like they have outlets. But I feel like it's important that, people are having these conversations, and, you coming on here as a man and, saying that that's something that you are interested in,
yeah,
working on for yourself. So that's really good.
yeah, well, enjoy it because I don't open up too often. It's just we at like 5 minutes. I'm like, all right, I better make a count. All right, I
Okay,
guess I'm gonna.
Parker, I have a question. Parker,
Yeah, what's up?
I'm raising my
All right.
Parker. Will Imani meet your family?
Oh hell yeah! Are you kidding me? Wait, why is that a that's not even a
I
question. I
mean,
mean, well, I mean, if it works out, then yeah. So,
people
so
have these maybe misconception about Asian families, and maybe like they would want an Asian lady for you. So if you were with Imani, would they be okay with Imani?
if I were with you, yeah. So, my thought process on, I guess, finding someone and introducing to my family is that, my parents aren't going to, like, they're not marrying me, right? So, I mean, it's already difficult enough to find somebody who's responsible, got a good head on their shoulders, and they're going somewhere in life, and you got to find them attractive, and they got to be single, right? Like, I'm not trying to complicate it even more by putting my parents into the picture. Like, that's just no. So, my happiness goes first, and they can, hopefully, the people I that's in my life can support it, or they can't. But I gotta do me, and I gotta make myself happy. But that was my first mindset with my last relationship, right? I was with her for 7 years. She's black as or she is black as well, and so that's how it wrote down. So
Okay.
how about you, Imani? How do you? I guess I know you like Chinese food. how about
You
the men?
Chinese food.
Yeah, I've actually talked to someone who was Asian before,
Okay.
but I didn't like seriously date them.
Okay. Um,
Yeah.
what I typically find though is the you know black people in general are much more accepting than
Oh.
Asian parents too. Like every parent I've met when it did happen, it was just open arms. You know,
Yeah, we're very loving. We're
yeah,
very open. You
yeah,
know,
yeah. No, I'm totally
I
down with
wish
that.
I wish more people were like us. You feel me?
Yeah, that's why we're talking. That's why I'm talking to you.
Amazing, awesome.
All right, so you question to me.
Why are you single?
It's a good question, right? So I've been single now for about a year and a half or so, and it took me about maybe, I don't know, like a year to actually like say like, okay, cool, like I'm ready to see what's out there. So really, I've been like in like the dating market to see what's out there for about 6 months now. So hasn't been that long. Um, definitely not afraid to pull the trigger, to a good thing. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't mean to disappoint, but 6 months. How about you, Imani? Why are you single?
Wait, you never really answered the
I
question.
didn't answer your question. Well, I
No.
mean, 6 months, right? I mean, so okay, so I mean, really, when it comes down to it, I think like anyone else, I want, this time around, I know what I want. It's definitely different from the last time, and I want the best for me. And I just haven't found that yet.
Okay.
That's just does that satisfy you, or would you like me to drill
I
it down a little
mean,
bit more?
usually like when people ask like why are you single, like it's like more about like what they've done or like more introspective, but
What
it's
they've
okay.
done, introspective.
That's fine. That's fine. You don't have to like re-say your answer.
Okay,
That's good. You're good.
okay, okay. How about you?
Why am I single?
Yeah.
Why am I single? I recently got out of a relationship and I'm moving, so I haven't been looking for anything serious.
Okay. No, I get it. You're moving, and what how recent? Like, what are we talking? Like 6 months or a year,
Yeah.
or like 6 months?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How long were you in that relationship?
2 years.
Okay. So what is that? So I mean, I guess I gotta ask the elephant in the room, right? Are you ready to date? I mean, 2 years is a long time, right? In 6 months.
Yeah. So for me, I kind of towards the end of my relationship, I was, you know how you're still with someone physically, but mentally you
Oh
sort of
yeah.
checking out before. So
Yeah.
that had started to happen with me maybe 3-4 months before. So once I like actually broke up with him, I was already mentally just done already.
Yeah. No, I get it. It was long over before it was officially over.
That's right. You got
Okay.
it.
All right. No, I
You're
didn't.
trying to be judgmental, Parker.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, I yeah.
I don't like it.
Hey,
I don't like it.
you know, I
All
think I could
right.
grow on you, like sticky rice.
All right, Parker. We'll talk later, Parker. It was nice chatting with you, though.
You as well.
Pineapple,
Have a good night.
pineapple.
Bye. Why you say like sticky rice? Parker!
Parker.
I don't like sticky rice.
Oh, Parker.
Okay.